Evans. Caufield onto the wing for Suzuki. 2-on-1. Suzuki to Caufield. Scores!
I gotta help myself calm down a little bit and take a drink of water here. I wasn't expecting that type of game. I got a lot to talk about, but it's not going to be a highlight heavy game. The Montreal Canadiens were in Colorado tonight to face off against the Colorado Avalanche. This puts the cap on a 5-game road trip against some of the strongest teams in the NHL and one of the weakest teams in the NHL. I'll let you guess which one of those teams they lost against. But without any further ado, let's talk about it.
Yeah, 2 points. Gotta love it.
So this was a game that the Montreal Canadiens were set up to lose, right? They played last night against the Chicago Blackhawks. They lost against the Blackhawks, who are the 32nd team in the league. They're on this long road trip. You think they're probably running out of gas. Patrick Laine and David Savard are again not in the lineup tonight, and they're facing the Colorado Avalanche, one of the strongest teams in the league. They won the Stanley Cup not long ago. So did Tampa Bay, Florida, and the Vegas Golden Knights. But I guess that's just what this road trip is all about, except for Chicago, who they lost to. Chicago's dead last in the league, and they had to lose against them on this road trip. Like it kind of makes you scratch your head, but that's how hockey works. The parity's different in hockey. It doesn't make sense. The win-o-meter, it's flying off the handle. But enough about that. You're here to watch clips of the game and hear about how it went, right? Well, let's get into it. But just one more thing. Can you please subscribe? If you're not already a subscriber, I'd love to have you. We're so close to 7,000 subscribers. I thought we were going to hit it yesterday, but you know, those videos where the Habs lose, not a whole lot of people want to relive that. So the views were great. And I think that's because of subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support. If you are a subscriber, just like the video. It helps me out with search results and all that stuff. Anyway, let's get into the recap. Of course, we start where we always start, with the lineup. This lets you know who's playing, gives you a good idea of what to expect in terms of what you're going to hear in this recap. So our forwards: Caufield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Pezzetta, Dach, Newhook, Anderson, Dvorak, Gallagher, Heineman, Evans, Armia, Hudson, Matheson, Gooley, Carrier, Xhekaj, Struble, and in net. He's only played one game. He's already beloved, and he doesn't disappoint in this game. I'm going to spoil that for you right now. Jakub Dobeš. So the game starts. The boys look ready. The momentum of the game starts off pretty poorly for the Canadiens. Cole Caufield is going to take a penalty, and just as they kill off that first penalty, Alex Newhook is going to take a penalty. So the forward's taking all sorts of penalties. The bad part about the Newhook one is it was in the offensive zone. Wait, actually, that's not the worst part of the Newhook one.
But Rantanen digs it out to Makar. He doesn't give it to McKinnon right away. He waits till the penalty killers settle down. Then he gives it to McKinnon.
Yeah, that's right. Mikko Rantanen scores from a feed from McKinnon and Makar, of course. Who else? McKinnon, Makar, and Rantanen. The Avalanche, they're one of my favorite teams in terms of the player compositions. Being from Atlantic Canada, I love watching McKinnon play. But when the Avalanche are playing the Habs, there's no question who I want to win. So after that, a theme starts that kind of follows us through the game. Ross Colton goes into Dobeš, but did Hudson encourage this? I don't think so. I think Colton chose to go into Dobeš here. It's difficult to say that Hudson pushed Colton, who's I think fairly larger than him, into Dobeš. Colton does take the penalty here. The ensuing power play doesn't amount to much. Yeah, Dobeš has to stay sharp this game. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot of shots. I think the shots ended under 50 shots total, like for both teams. But Rantanen takes it right to Dobeš here in the first period. After the play is whistled down, Gooley gets crossed in the back, and Anderson doesn't like that. On the other side of the ice, Blackwood looks solid as well. He's getting tested. But that's going to do it for the first period. Good energy. The teams are going back and forth. Avalanche are looking stronger than the Habs, at least in terms of opportunities and putting the puck on the net. But things kind of shift gears in the second period. So the puck drops in the second period. Dobeš looking sharp again with some toe kicks. The other way, Anderson can't get a stick on a feed from Gallagher, who puts it right in front of him on a 2-on-1. That one hurts. I'm really anticipating a goal from Anderson. He's in all the right places. He's doing all the right things. It's his shot selection. It's starting to stink again. Dobish continues to look sharp. He stuffs it in his pads. And again, Rantanen gets a really good opportunity, but Dobish closes the door. And then at the end of the period, McKinnon gets a good chance, but Matheson blocks the shot, takes a real stinger. It looks like he's hurt, but he skates it off. And to start the third period, he does return. So that's good. Going to the third period, still 1-0 Colorado. They drop the puck in the third. Anderson misses another one. And at this point, the Habs and Colorado are tied for shots at 13-13. That's kind of been a magic number when I'm noticing it in Montreal games. It usually means good things. The Habs put a flurry of shots on Blackwood, Evans, Heineman, and then Evans again throws it really wide of Blackwood, unfortunately. I predict a bunch of shooting drills when they get back to Montreal. Then we see Dobish saves a shot from Middlestat. And after that, Kipi Ranta gets denied by Dobes on a really good opportunity. A neat little observation here. Matheson breaks his stick and then back checks really well to, I guess, skate check McKinnon, stop him from breaking into the zone. Great play here by Matheson. Again, we're watching Dobish put on a clinic. He makes a beautiful glove save on Colton. After he makes the save, he confidently puts the puck down to send a stretch pass to Gallagher. Gallagher puts it offside. Dude, come on. I can't believe how confident he looked, just immediately reacting to a difficult glove save and then putting the puck down, feeding it to Gallagher. I mean, I just wish Gallagher would have stayed on side with it. That's the least you could do for the poor guy. After this is the Montreal goal in the third period.
And the quick transition of the Canadiens, Suzuki to Caufield.
Cole Caufield's 21st goal on behalf of Suzuki and Hudson. So Hudson gets a point on that one. How's Hudson doing for the Calder race? So Matvei Michkov has 29 points. Macklin Celebrini, 28 points with a lot less games played than Matvei Michkov. And then there's Lane Hudson with 27 points. So 29, 28, 27. Of course, Hudson is first for assists for rookies. Next, something really aggravating happens. Gouli has been playing an excellent game and gets called for a holding penalty against McKinnon. Very soft. They're livid. Gouli is extremely mad about this. Martin St. Louis is losing it to the point where it looks like he's going to get a misconduct. It flashes to him a couple of times and he's yelling. He's screaming at the referees, but the Canadiens have to fight off a penalty with less than 2 minutes left in the third period. It gets a little tense, but they're able to kill it off. And then karma in overtime, Gouli leaves the box as the puck is being shot down ice, but he's not able to put it in. Josh Anderson is still heated. He's starting things with Taves now. And remember when I said there was a theme in this game where people were crashing into Dobish? Well, Lehkonen goes into Dobish pretty hard.
Cutting in, great defensive play by Gouli. He got back and then Lehkonen crashes into Dobish.
This one definitely looks like Lehkonen could have decided to stop or at least direct himself away from Dobish. He made the choice on this one. Dobish looks a little hurt after this. This is concerning. It's a little bit of a calamity after the play is whistled down. I think Gouli thinks he's being called for a penalty, but Lehkonen is being sent to the box. So that's 2 penalties for rushing Dobish there. The power play didn't really click. Man, we need Laine back. Caufield took a one-timer. I mean, there's not much to pick from this power play. And then since Gouli got the opportunity, why can't Lehkonen also get the opportunity for a breakaway in overtime?
Be a break for Arturi Lehkonen out of the box. Lehkonen in, stopped by Dobish.
Dobish is patient here. He turns Lehkonen aside like a pro. He is looking extremely confident, and that's good because they're going into a shootout. At this point, I was sweating. I was standing up, pacing, watching the game, fully invested. I needed them to win this shootout. Caufield goes first. Caufield buries it. Drouin goes second. Saved confidently by Dobish, almost as if he's insulted by what Drouin gave to him. Nick Suzuki's turn. He had Blackwood beat, but he fanned on his backhand. Mikko Rantanen's turn. Dobish waits him out, very patient, makes the save. And finally, Kirby Dach, it's your turn.
All 3 goals have been game-deciding goals and winners in the shootout. Can he make it 4? Dach scores!
Kirby Dach buries it. The Habs win. Everybody is flying off the bench to give Dach some noogies there. Excellent game. No notes for the guys. Pezzetta did play. Struble played a good game. Pezzetta didn't play a lot. I think he played 4 minutes this game. Yesterday, he played 5 minutes. What does that mean for Pezzetta? I don't know. What does that mean for Pezzetta? They've been letting him rot all season. I don't know if he has his legs. I think he needs some conditioning. He had 6 shifts. He gave 2 hits and he had 1 giveaway. So it might be I don't know. It might be a confidence thing on the part of management for Pezzetta. I really feel bad for the dude. He's one of my, underdog favorite players. But that gives us 39 points, right? So we're ahead of Detroit. We are tied with, no, we're not tied with anybody. Tampa Bay has 42 points. Ottawa has 40. Columbus has 40. Pittsburgh has 40. So basically, another 2 points will put us into the wild card spot as long as Ottawa, Columbus, Pittsburgh all lose. And then we have to take down Tampa. It's getting exciting. I'm not going to say those words about what was said early on in the season about the expectations of what the Habs could do, because those words are cursed and you're not allowed to say them. But I'm getting excited. I'm getting really excited. I'm thinking about what the end of the season is going to look like. I'm thinking about what next season can look like. But really what I should be focusing on is making the playoffs and what the playoffs are going to look like, right? Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to encourage you again, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're so close to 7,000. I really want to hit that 7,000 benchmark because I think I have an announcement to make. The other thing is we haven't checked in on our put-in poll lately, and it looks like Green Spot is the put-in who wins it. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a tasty put-in, right? You can't deny it. Are we doing another put-in poll? Should we do an Atlantic Canadian donaire poll? Are y'all familiar with donaires? Where's your favorite donaire from? Do I got some Nova Scotians in the audience here? Where's all my blue nosers at? The Halifax Moosehead boys. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like the video. It helps me out with search results or something like that. And as always, I'll see you down below in the comments.